Yehovah, please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, amen. We'll start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, He, Vav, He. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Revelation chapter 18. After these things I saw another angel come down from heaven. He had great authority. The earth was lit up by his splendor. He cried out in a strong voice, She has fallen, Baal the Great. She has become a home for demons, a prison for unclean spirit, a prison for every unclean, hated bird. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of God's fury, caused by her whoring. Yes, the king of the earth went whoring with her. From her unrestrained love of luxury, the world's businessmen have grown rich. Then I heard another voice out of heaven say, My people, come out of her, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not be infected by her plagues. For her sins are a sticky mass piled up to heaven, and God has remembered her crimes. Render to her as she rendered to others. Pay her back double for what she has done. Use the cup in which she has brewed to brew her a double-sized drink. Give her as much torment and sorrow as the glory and luxury she gave herself. For in her heart she says, I sit a queen. I am not a widow. I will never see sorrow. Therefore her plagues will come in a single day, death, sorrow, famine. She will be burned with fire, because Yehovah, God, her judge, is mighty. The kings of the earth who went whoring with her and shared her luxury will sob and wail over her when they see the smoke as she burns. Standing at a distance for fear of her torment, they will say, Oh no! The great city, Baal, the mighty city! In a single hour your judgment has come. The world's businessmen wept and mourned over her, because no one is buying their merchandise anymore. Stocks of gold and silver, gems and fine pearls, linen, purple, silk and scarlet, all rare woods, all ivory goods, all kinds of things made of scented wood, brass, iron, and marble, cinnamon, cardamom, incense, myrrh, frankincense, wine, oil, flour, grain, cattle, sheep, horses, chariots, and bodies, people's souls. The fruits you lusted for with all your heart have gone. All the luxury and flashiness have been destroyed, never to return. The sellers of these things who got rich from her will stand at a distance for fear of her torment, weeping and mourning and saying, Oh no! The great city used to wear fine linen, purple and scarlet. She glittered with gold, precious stones and pearls. Such great wealth in a single hour ruined. All the shipmasters, passengers, sailors, and everyone making his living from the sea stood at a distance. Cried out when they saw the smoke as she burned. What city was like the great city? And they threw dust on their heads, and they wept and mourned, saying, Oh no! The great city, the abundance of her wealth, made all the ship owners rich. In a single hour she is ruined. Rejoice over her, heaven. Rejoice, people of God, emissaries and prophets, for in judging her God has vindicated you. Then a mighty angel picked up a boulder the size of a great millstone and hurled it into the sea, saying, With violence like this, with the great city Baal, he hurled down, never to be found again. The sound of harpists and musicians, flute players and trumpeters will never again be heard in you. No worker of any trade will never again be found in you. The sound of a mill will never again be heard in you. The light of a lamp will never again shine in you. The voice of bridegroom and bride will never again be heard in you. For your businessmen were the most powerful on earth. All the nations were deceived by your magic spell. In her was found the blood of prophets and God's people, indeed, of all who have ever been slaughtered on earth. John pulls from one spot, Baval the Great, Isaiah 21:9. Let's turn there. Isaiah 21:9. One more page. Then, as they appeared, the cavalry horsemen in pairs, he spoke these words: She has fallen, Baval. All the carved images of her gods lay shattered on the ground. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading Revelation 18? We can learn of some great and horrible things to come, but looks like it's in our favor. We can trust that John sees another angel coming down from heaven. No, this angel says, She has fallen, Baval the Great. We can aim to be fair businessmen, not loving luxury to grow rich. Aim to come out of Baval the Great if you are in her. Aim not to share in her sins. Aim not to be infected by her plagues. Aim for Jehovah to remember your righteousness. Aim to be fair and just with people. Give to others as you would have them give to you. Be humble no matter what position you hold. Trust and obey Jehovah Elohim, our judge, who is mighty. Keep your focus of Messiah and not the things of this world. Store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Aim with all your heart to produce spiritual fruit that our Father desires for us. Aim to build up treasures in heaven. Trust that Jehovah will vindicate us soon. Trust that this earth is not where we need to store up our riches. Sing to Jehovah. Work for Jehovah. Live for Jehovah. Look for Jehovah. Direct others to put their full trust in Messiah Yeshua, who is found in the Tanakh. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can aim to point others to Yeshua. Produce spiritual fruit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. How can we bear one another's burdens? We can humble ourselves and be a living sacrifice for Yeshua. We'll end with the Arianic blessing. Jehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Jehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Jehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete.